Brace yourselves, guys, we are preparing for an autopsy. You can already see some intestines here and there, so you're right on time. Grab a seat. I've chosen two characters to redesign with you while analyzing them from the perspectives of an artist and a gamer. Of course, I don't have extra $200 million and 8 years for that, and I'm no industry professional, but I have a scotch tape, a budget of an orange juice, and a lovely evening in the dark of my cave. I don't play multiplayer games, not my cup of juice, but no matter what type of game you prefer, all of us, players, are united in our want to be and respectively look like a main character, especially if we play with someone else. Every player wants to feel special, and every human strives for beauty. It is normal. Look at literally any game's mod list. What do you feel when you look at these dudes? Do you want to know more about them? Do you want any of these characters to be a representation of you in a video game environment? I do not. And listen, I don't mean that every single hero has to be an ideal half-naked god. Please let's not think in absolutes. It's baffling to me that there are people nowadays seriously thinking that attractive characters are unrealistic and unrelatable. That think that in order to captivate an audience, a cast has to look a certain way and have certain features, or else an audience is alienated. By that logic, Team Fortress 2 has the worst cast of heroes imaginable, because they improperly diverse. And I can't relate to any of them, or I shouldn't be able to relate to them, because they do not look like me. Or Genshin should be very bad, because beautiful girls promote unrealistic standards. Like what? It's a video game. It's fiction. And the character doesn't even have to be beautiful to be attractive. Roadhog from Overwatch, for example. Is he a smoke show? No. Is he cool? Hell yeah! Because even the most goofy character deserves a good design. I wanted to start with a warning that I am not here to insult anyone or to go after any person who worked on this game. I am just here to entertain. It's just one big elaborate shitpost. It doesn't really matter which hero to choose because they might look different, but all of them are identically problematic. Today's objects of interest are Itzy and Bass. All of these characters look like they were designed by a beginner. When you only start to learn to paint or draw literally anything, it's like your first lesson in the art school. You find out you have to keep in mind how well the work looks when it's black and white, blurred, or zoomed out. You want your design to be easily readable and the silhouette to be interesting. Being a designer is being a manipulator. You are a guide. With the use of shapes, colors, and tonal values, you guide the viewer to the most important parts. You tell the viewer what to think and where to look. I don't really have anything to comment on Itzy's silhouette or shapes, but I can surely say something about Baz because this character is very confusing for my brain. On one hand, she looks like a tank character who collects teeth of her mortal enemies. But she throws knives? Why? She has fists. Why not to give knives to Itzy? And she's a tank character, but she throws knives and she stole her goggles from some nerdy strategist. Tonal values is the juiciest part of all of that. It was the reason why I decided to make this video in the first place, because I saw these dudes on the screen and I was like, wait a damn minute, why are they gray? Why am I suddenly guided to her knees? Well, because it's the only spot where at least something is going on visually. There is no distinction between skin, different clothing, even details. Texture work on the models is questionable too because, as you see, these characters are realistic. They are supposed to be realistic. But for some reason, most of the clothing items on Baz and some of the items on Itzy, everything is rubbery, cartoony. They remind me of actors of Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbender that had to wear these crystal clean, just right from the shop, clothes that do not look like something that could be worn by real people. Okay, let's start with the cat girl. And please do not judge me too harsh because I've done it only in a few hours. First of all, I chose a different pose. Itzy, the original one, kind of gives off a vibe of a cat, of someone fast, agile, and naughty. She probably moves a lot, so I try to convey that with the ballerina-inspired pose. Clothes, I mean loose pants, shirt, do not restrict her, and why not to make her being able to shoot with her legs? I don't think you can implement it in the game, but it would look cool in a character selection at least. Guns are smaller and lighter. I changed her color palette, getting rid of greens. In my opinion, colder blues look better with these pink. Orange was used as an accent color on her eyes, earring, nails, gun, and planet system pattern to allude to her probably being an alien. And of course, violet rim light, because violet is modern. That's all for Itzy. Let's call her Mitzi from now on. Let's go to make Baz! Yes, I didn't make her a tank. When our love on the first sight happened, from the first moment I saw her, I thought about giving her a sniper rifle. It's just how I see this character. She is sharp, she is commanding, she is demanding, she wants your brains to lie near her shoes. So guys, did I succeed with my redesigns? Are they better than the original ones? Before I go, I want to say thank you if you somehow found my video, and stay away from Twitter. People should stay away from Twitter. Stay mentally sane, have a nice time of day, goodbye, carry off.